Buongiorno. So as promised, I just did a live stream. Naraz was on there, and I talked about completing where we left off. The last project, I think it was a quiz creator script. So a script that we built that can create interactive scripts. So it's a question and answer format. You provide the questions, you provide you provide the choices, and then you say what the answer is, right? And the script uses that information to generate an interactive script, which was basically a quiz, right? So basically you're generating a quiz. So think of it as a quiz quiz generation interface, right? You know, it's a script used to create quizzes, right? So the thing about it, the problem we ran into was when you had this concept of local code and remote code. So you had code that was local to the quiz creation script itself, right? So you have variables that are to be used by that script. But then that script is creating another script. So it's sending variables to another script. Those variables need to be treated as literals in the current script, right? So I needed ways to send all kinds of special characters, like maybe $ something for a variable. I needed to be literally $ something sent over there. The real tricky part was whenever I'm sending quotes over to the other script. The thing is, the local script wants to treat the quotes as an actual quote, right? Oh, you're quoting something. Oh, okay, no, I'm not quoting anything. Everything in this block is a literal string that I want you to send to this file, right? So I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to do it. I was really stuck on the single quotes. You got to use single quotes because I know single quotes are hardcore. Single quotes kills a lot of things, like variables won't work. I think all the special characters don't work with single quotes. I was like, yeah, single quotes is the way to go. But there's a fundamental flaw with single quotes. It's the Achilles heel, like Superman's kryptonite. The kryptonite for single quotes is single quotes. You cannot have single quote used within a single quote. So if you're trying to quote something, you want to send a string that includes a single quote, you can't put them in single quotes. That's what I was trying to do, and that's why I was failing. That's why it's good to understand how something works, what the fundamentals are, because otherwise you go around in circles. I was going around in circles, trying to, I'm gonna escape this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I got some of it working, and some of it wasn't working, and it's just running in circles. But once you understand the fundamental concepts, you cannot do it with single quotes. It's not the way to do it. So already you eliminate that and a lot of other headaches with it. Surprise, surprise. Double quotes, which is not as powerful, actually is the way to go. And I'm going to show you guys. Let me stop blabbing away. Show you guys how it works. But basically with double quotes, I can put anything in there, and I can have it all be treated as literal. So there's just a couple of exceptions that need to be treated specially, because as you know, for example, variables do work with double quotes. When you put a variable inside of double quotes, they will be treated as a variable. But there's a way to kill that. So just looking real quick on the the channel page. Remember, I have these playlists for you guys. Most popular videos. So there's Python videos are right here. The vlogs are here, which I need to get. Even when it's crazy, like it's been crazy right now with this new project and everything, I can do at least a vlog on the weekend to keep up with you guys, because it's not so like tutorials are a little bit more intensive, but a vlog, I mean, I'm just like sharing my weekend or my thoughts or things like that. It's more casual. So I should at least be able to do one video per week, the one video being the vlog. But anyway, let's get to the lesson. So here we have, so I got an online terminal because I'm running Windows on this machine. I don't have Cygwin or anything. So here's the idea. So you wanna quote some stuff, right? So you have a bunch of letters, and special characters and all this kind of stuff. So you wanna have that be treated as a literal. Now this is not in the context of an actual script, so the $ might not be a problem here because there is no variable. But if there was a variable that was, let's say there's a variable called $ files or something, because it's in double quotes, it's going to see that, right? So my idea was, so I can, oh, actually, you see that? The files, so it did do it. Files is gone. You see that? It doesn't print it out. It's seeing that as a special character. So I was like, all right, that's not the way to go. The way you want to go is single quote. Single quote is going to kill everything. So you have a bunch of characters, special whatever, single quote, and you know, it all works. Problem comes in when you actually have a single quote within the area. You see what happens there. It's actually treating that as a special character. And I tried escaping it and things like that, and it seemed to work, but it really didn't work. But here's a bottom line. This is the way that you do this. I'm going to show you guys real quick. This terminal is weird. Okay, there we go, whatever. So what you want to do is you want to use double quotes, and then from within the double quotes, I can do whatever I want. You know, whatever, single quote, that's fine. See that? Perfect, right? So I can have, you know, another single quote in there, fine, no problem, right? If I put in here a $, something, whatever, so that will be treated as a variable with the double quotes. So see, that's a problem. So here's the way you deal with that. Well, first of all, let me let you know the rules. Within double quotes, you can put pretty much anything, with the exception of $sign for variables and also double quotes, right? So those are the two things you need to escape. That's it. You just escape them, right? So if you have a $sign something in there, you just escape it and you're good to go. If you have a double quote within a double quote, again, it's a problem, right? Those are the two things, $signs and double quotes. But again, the solution is very simple. You simply escape the double quotes, and now you're good. So one final note I want to leave you guys with is a good way to think about this, because it can be confusing when you're trying to quote something that has a bunch of different characters, and you're trying to analyze and process all the different characters in there and figure out how to treat each one, and your brain it can be overwhelming. I think the way to simplify this is when I'm quoting something in double quotes, and I want to figure out how to keep it clean and get rid of special characters or whatever, I focus on the two exceptions and I ignore everything else. What I mean by that is, if I'm trying to send a string, I want to quote the string literally. I'm just going to go through everything here, and I'm going to focus on looking for double quotes and $signs. That's it. So I'm just going to go character by character, looking for a double quote or a $sign. So I'm going to go boom, 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 $sign. Escape that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I missed actually double quote as well. I messed up my own system. But anyway, there's a double quote. So that's it. So I ignore all the other stuff so I don't get confused or overwhelmed. I'm only looking for double quotes or $signs. And then I'll just press escape. And actually, I did the escape wrong even. Wow, what a mess I just did here. The escape goes before the $sign, not after it. And that's it. You're done. It's that simple. So with that method, you can pretty much quote just about anything. And the only thing you have to escape or worry about is the double quote and $sign. All right, guys, I gotta get back to work. I just want to do a quick tutorial for you guys. 1 second, stop sharing. And I am going to hit the road. Let me see if you guys had any questions real quick before I get back to my projects and my tasks for today. Boom, 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 boom. I'm pulling up the chat right now. See what's going on, what kind of names you guys are calling me. This is a horrible tutorial. This is horrible. This is a horrible connection. It's taking forever. I just want to see the chat. I'm still looking at a blank page. Wonderful. There it is. It's coming up. I got a box. I got a box. All right. This is really bad. It's so slow. This is horrible. All right, look at that. I have a whole chat going on and I can't even see it. Let's pop the chat out real quick. Pop out the chat, pop out the chat, pop out the chat. Okay, so what kind of names are you guys got? Oh, I popped it out and I got a white screen. I'm still waiting. This is really bad. I don't know what's the hold up or something. It says waiting on extension. Okay, so Naraz. Hello, Naraz, and hello, Rosso. Good to see you. Smiley face, how's it going? Good. Thanks for the tip. Oh, wow, this is horrible. Guys, on that note, I am signing off. Thanks for joining in. Horrible tutorial.